For more, Mireya joins us now from nearby the U.S.-Mexico border in southern Texas there, along with John Cohen, ABC News contributor and former acting undersecretary for Intel at the Department of Homeland Security. So, Mireya, let's start with you. Have migrants been injured by this floating barrier? Any reports that you have or anything you've witnessed?
You know, we are not allowed to get very close to these buoys. Texas DPS troopers have told us that this is an ongoing operation and they want to keep both migrants, the community, and their troopers safe. So we were kept at a distance. But what we can tell you is we have heard reports from immigration advocates that have met with migrants that have crossed the river or tried to cross near these buoys. And what it's actually doing is forcing a lot of these people to try and cross a little bit upstream where it is deeper for them, and then go under some razor wire. And a lot of those injuries are what's being reported right now as a result of the barriers being installed in some shallow area near Eagle Pass.
So, John, put that in perspective for us then. How dangerous are these buoys, not only for migrants, but also Border Patrol agents?
Yeah, I mean, you've hit the nail on the head. It's dangerous not only for migrants who may become entangled in the buoy line or injured by the concertina wire, but it also places those Border Patrol officers who have a responsibility to safeguard those migrants when they're making the crossing at risk as well. A Border Patrol officer could drown, could be tangled in the buoy line as well, or could become injured with the concertina wire. So it's a very dangerous practice that the state of Texas has put into place.
Well, in addition to that, John, you know, Mexico is saying that these buoys actually breached the Water Treaty of 1944. These are international waters shared by both the U.S. and Mexico, right? So is there any concrete action that Mexico could take here?
I think the Department of Justice really had no choice but to take action against the state of Texas. There's several areas where what they've done is illegal. As you pointed out, it does violate the treaty with Mexico that governs what takes place at the Rio Grande in that portion of the border, because the Rio Grande represents the border between the United States and Mexico. The buoys could impact navigation, they could impact safety, and it's very clear that the steps Texas took are inconsistent with that treaty. But secondly, in the clip that you played earlier of Governor Abbott, I believe, he was talking about impeding the flow of migrants. That is not Texas's responsibility. Enforcement of our immigration law falls exclusively to the federal government. So when Texas is impeding the ability of a migrant to cross the border and therefore claim asylum, they're acting in a manner that's inconsistent with both international law and U.S. federal law.
So, Mireya, Governor Abbott is vowing to take this fight all the way to the Supreme Court. So what happens now?
Well, so the DOJ filed their lawsuit in federal district court, but already Governor Abbott is saying, listen, if we don't get what we want out of the district court, we're going to take this to the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals and then on to the U.S. Supreme Court if we have to. But, Kira, this is a very long process. I mean, we've seen this, for example, the battles with Title 42 and how long it took for the federal government to be able to get rid of that policy. I mean, that was a long fought battle in federal court as well. So as these immigration issues come through, there was obviously not an agreement between the state and the feds. They're fighting against each other. This all plays out in federal court. So I would imagine that this is going to take several months before we actually see resolve. And in the meantime, those barriers, those buoys are going to stay in the Rio Grande River, which is a frustration to the people that are living in these border towns.
Well, we're going to stay on top of it for sure and keep talking about it. Mireya, John, thank you both so much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.